Hi, so it's Disclaimer Scott, back at you again. Just wanted to give you a tiny little note. The video that you're about to watch isn't that funny. It's not that good, and it's not nearly this well lit, but it's more of a video that I made for me. I did definitely try to edit it for several hours, and I think it's okay, but at the end of the day, it's just not really the content that I've been producing. Don't worry, I do have another video filmed, and your regular bullshittery will continue next week. Until then, feel free to stick around and watch it. I get a little bit of existential dread, and then some more things that you'll just have to watch and find out. Okay, see you later, bye. So, Dodie, with a lowercase d, just made a video responding to another video that she had made when she was 20 for now when she is 25.
It has been 5 years since I made a video called Dear 25-year-old Me. 20. I just turned 25 yesterday. I've not watched this video since I made it. It's the only video I haven't watched. I actually watch my videos quite regularly. Okay, here we go.
I know it's a little bit of a time.
It's astounding.
But it inspired me to do something kind of similar. I had the urge to kind of like write myself a letter or something for me in 5 years at the top of the year in January. It is now April. Since I have some free time on my hands and have been making some videos, I thought, why not do something kind of similar for me at 28. The year is also currently 2020, so I thought responding to it in 2025 would be kind of cool as well. So, my name's Scott. I turned 23 in October. Today is April 12th. It's actually Easter today, which is why I'm wearing this pink shirt that I would otherwise realistically never really be caught dead in. And I don't have like a list of questions. I kind of just want to ask whatever's at the top of my mind right now. I guess that's one thing. Do you find it hard to make decisions? Because I currently find it very difficult to act on things, even really simple stuff. I always say it's because I'm a Libra, but it might just be because I'm still maybe a little emotionally immature in that way. So I wonder if late 20s me has changed in that regard. Is your hair still like red? I know right now my hair is green, but I've kind of decided that this is probably the last fun color that I'll ever get to do while I'm still, you know, a young adult. But before this, my hair was red for about 2 years. Do you still dye your hair red? Is it some fun color again? Do you have a job where you can dye it a fun color? Or have you just given up completely and is it just poop brown again? Also, what do you do for work? Like right now, I'm in college. English creative writing is going to be my bachelor's degree, and then I'm getting certificates in technical writing and digital media. So I'm probably going to be doing something like that once this kind of whole thing blows over. Have I gone back to grad school? That is something that I want to do. I want to get my MFA in poetry. Have you gotten an MFA in poetry? How many pieces have you published? Have you published a lot of things? Right now, I have 2 pieces forthcoming for publication, and it's probably one of my largest achievements in life. I'm very, very proud of them. Have you written more good poems? Have you written a novella or novel yet? Because that's something that I said that I was going to do when I was 21, 22, and then still haven't done by 23. So I'm interested to see if 28-year-old me has decided that it's finally time to write a book. I am literally using my phone flash for front lighting because right now the only light in my room is this big lamp on the ceiling, and I don't have any lighting equipment, nor do I currently have a tripod, so I can't really move the camera to a position where the light would be better. Do you clean your room? Because currently your room is covered in dirty clothes, some bags, and okay, maybe a little bit of trash here and there, but you do mostly a pretty good job of tidying up and putting the trash in the trash can where it belongs. Right now, I can literally just see like a Q-tip that's over there. That's kind of too much information, but you might find it funny in 5 years, who knows? Do you make your bed? Because right now is very haphazardly made specifically for this video, which you can probably tell it's pretty lumpy and maybe a little linty on the top, but right now I generally don't make my bed at all because I'm really the only person that's in my room, so I don't really see a point in making it because I don't really care if it's made currently. Do you still collect records? Because right now I am a pretty avid collector of vinyl records. I have tons. That's actually another video that I want to make. I feel like it would be another one kind of like this, so I wanted to save it for a little bit later. But I do have a ton. and it would be interesting to see what kind of music or what kind of collections I have when I'm older. Who's your favorite band? Because right now, and for a very, very long time, my favorite band has been Paramore. I have all 5 of their records, 2 different Paramore tattoos. I have this one, and then I actually got one on my ankle when I was in Colorado not too long ago. Ooh, do you live in Colorado? Is that where you've ended up? Are you in Denver by age 28? Because that's something that I was actually gonna try to do this year, but then because of a combination of all of this stuff that's happening and just kind of in a way not being ready to uproot myself, I have not moved there, nor will I this year. I want to really, really bad though. On a related note, do you have any more tattoos? I'm sure you do, but what are they? Where did you get them? What's the story behind them? I wonder how many tattoos I will have when I'm almost 30. Do you still use Lush products? Because I currently, well, not currently, but I did. It's a long story. We've been furloughed. I'm sure you probably remember this, but I'm very interested because the cabinet that's under the sink that I currently share with 2 of my 3 roommates is literally full of Lush products. I use it for everything. How are your friends? Are you still friends with, I would be especially interested if you were still friends with Jaylee, Caitlin, and Luke. How are they doing? Have you spoken to them recently? Do you live around any of them? How often do you guys see each other? Who are your new friends? Like, who are the people that you're currently closest to? Who are the people that you talk to every single day? It's so crazy to think that in 5 years, I just might have a complete turnover of the people that I see and talk to every day. This video is getting deeper than I thought it would. And since we're just diving right into it, what makes you happy? What do you do in your free time that brings you peace and joy? Because right now I am pretty depressed, I would say, because I haven't been able to really leave the house or do anything or see people. I've just kind of been in bed or on the computer kind of all day, every day. And don't get me wrong, I'm still doing well in school. I'm still finishing up my BA. I'm still gonna have a pretty rockin' GPA whenever I'm done. But right now, I would say the things that bring me joy are making things. Usually writing. I usually write poems and short stories. But right now, I've been in a kind of weird place to be doing those kinds of creative things. So I've been using YouTube as a creative outlet. I've been finding a bunch of new music. Honestly, American football isn't new to me, but I did listen to their entire second LP literally 2 days ago, and it is very good. Do you like work out consistently? I was rock climbing for a really long time, and then I started having some physical health problems. Super fun. But long story short, I kind of dropped the ball on the whole staying physically active, working out, working on my body kind of thing. To get back into that deep part, are you happy with yourself? Are you proud of what you've done and what you've been able to do in the past 5 years? And on a different, very vain note, have you done anything about these expression lines in your forehead? Have you gotten Botox? Have you gotten fillers? And if you have enough money to get Botox and fillers, do you have a Tesla? Because right now I drive a Prius and I'm like an 1/8 of the way to a Tesla. I would want like the Model X, the SUV, so that I can take all of like my dogs in the trunk. Do you have a dog? Please tell me you have a dog. And if it's not a husky or an Alaskan Klee or something husky-esque, I guess that's okay. But that is currently one of my life goals, would be to adopt a husky, especially if I was in Colorado, because I would just take it everywhere and go on hikes and go on walks and just do all of those kinds of dog dad things. What are your vices? What are the things that you do that you know you shouldn't be doing? Have I just given myself a deadline? Oof. Are you still bad with deadlines, or have you gotten used to it because assumingly you do something where you have to complete things on time? But that is also the case with school, and you hate school. Oh, if I hate what I'm doing in 5 years, I'm gonna be pressed. Are you going to make a video responding to this. YouTube has changed so much in the past 5 years, and I can't imagine myself being 28 years old and sitting down to film a video for the internet. Granted, it's not something that I do often or with any regularity anyway, but it would be interesting to, I think, look at myself when I was 23 and see what I think. Also, 28-year-old me might have said something already, but I know I'm a little bit greasy. I know that this shirt is not my look. I know that the green hair isn't necessarily the most fitting thing for me. They're all just things that I kind of wanted to do. And maybe when I'm 28, I will stop caring what I'm projecting out into the world completely and will just do whatever I feel like doing because I want to do it. Because I've recently started kind of adopting that mindset, and it has been really, really helpful for me. Wind. Are you seeing anyone currently? Are you still single? I'm sure that you've probably dated some people if you're not currently in a relationship between now and 5 years from now. It would be really interesting to see if by 28 I've kind of settled down in a sense. Are you still like renting? Like right now I'm renting a house with a bunch of other people, but currently in my life I don't really want roommates. I've decided that's kind of the next move for me. So I wonder if I still live by myself even. Do you still live by yourself? Or do you even live by yourself? Because I haven't moved yet, so I don't know. If you don't live by yourself, who do you live with? How are they like? Man, it's a lot to think about 5 years from now. Maybe that's because I have just like so much anxiety. But hopefully in 5 years, I will be less anxious and less fearful of what the future holds. And maybe I'll actually be excited. Well, this video has made me incredibly introspective. It's made me a little bit frightened, but I think I've asked pretty much everything that I wanted to ask of myself in my late 20s. So with that, I'm gonna dip. Hopefully, I will see you guys kinda soon. I've been keeping to a regular-ish posting schedule, hopefully. And I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep thinking about the future. Bye!